This video is brought to you by MyFitnessPal, the #1 nutrition tracking app.
You know, there's one approach to eating that consistently gets ranked #1 year after year. But what if I told you it isn't really a diet at all? Today, we're going to dive deep into the Mediterranean lifestyle, a way of eating that's so effective and sustainable it just keeps winning. I mean, seriously, think about it. All the fads that come and go, right? Low carb, low fat, you name it. They have their moment in the sun and then poof. But this one, it sticks around. So what's the deal? What is its big secret? Well, here it is. The secret is it's not a diet. Not in the way we usually think of one, with all the strict rules, the things you can't eat, and this idea that it has to end. No, this is a total mindset shift. It's a lifestyle. So, if it's not just about food, then what is it? Okay, let's get into it. This is about so much more than what's on your plate. It's a whole approach to feeling good that you can think of as the golden trifecta. Here are the 3 pillars that make it all work so well together. First, a delicious, vibrant diet that really puts plants front and center. Second, getting some regular, enjoyable movement into your day. And third, and you know, this part is huge, actually making time to connect and socialize with your friends and family. It's not just what you eat, it's how you live. That combo, that's the golden ticket right there. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The experts are big fans. As dietitian Melissa Yager points out, the real power here is in its flexibility. It's all about encouraging you to eat amazing, nutrient-packed foods, not banning other stuff. It helps you build good habits, like slowing down to actually enjoy your meal, maybe with people you love. Okay, so we get what it is. Now for the really cool part. Why is it so good for us? Let's talk about the science-backed benefits that make this lifestyle a true recipe for long-term health. One of the biggest deals is its anti-inflammatory power. Think of it like this. All those colorful plants are loaded with antioxidants. Those are the good guys. And they help your body fight off damage from free radicals, the bad guys, which we get from things like stress and just, well, living. And of course, it's famous for being great for your heart. But it's not just about the olive oil. It's the whole package working together in harmony. A daily walk, the stress relief you get from hanging out with loved ones, getting good sleep, plus all those antioxidant-rich foods, the fiber and the healthy fats. It's the whole lifestyle that really moves the needle. And this next point builds right on that. When you're consistently fueling your body with these anti-inflammatory, nutrient-rich foods, you're helping to lower chronic inflammation over the long haul. And that, science shows us, is a major key to healthy aging. But what about weight management? I know you're wondering. And yes, it can absolutely help with that. But it's not about starving yourself. The secret here is that this way of eating is packed with fiber, which makes you feel full and satisfied. It just naturally helps you manage your weight without all the struggle. All right, the benefits are pretty clear. So what does this actually look like on your plate? Let's get practical and talk about how you build a Mediterranean plate day to day. The foundation, it really couldn't be simpler. Fruits and vegetables. They are the core of your meals. And look, this isn't about being fussy. Fresh, frozen, or canned, they're all fantastic options. The real goal is to eat a variety of colors. Why? Because different colors usually mean different nutrients. That deep red in a tomato, that's lycopene, a super powerful antioxidant. Pretty cool, right? Now, for anyone who has ever been told that bread is the enemy, get ready for some really, really good news. Because in this lifestyle, carb lovers, you are more than welcome here. We're just going to focus on the right kind of carbs. We're talking about amazing, hearty whole grains like farro and buckwheat that keep you full and satisfied. We're also loading up on beans, legumes, and lentils, which are just fantastic sources of plant-based protein. And of course, we embrace those healthy fats. Extra virgin olive oil is the star of the show, with nuts and seeds as the perfect backup singers. So does this mean it's strictly a vegetarian or vegan thing? Not at all. As dietitian Catherine Bosbaum explains, even though plants are absolutely the foundation of every meal, they don't have to be the only thing on the menu. So here's the key. It's all about proportion. Animal proteins like fish, some yogurt, and cheese are definitely part of this lifestyle. They just tend to be more of a complement to the meal, not always the star of the show. Now, you know how it is. Whenever something gets this popular, a bunch of myths start flying around. So let's take a second for a little reality check and bust some of the most common misconceptions about the Mediterranean diet. First up, this idea that it's some kind of magic weight loss guarantee. The truth is, while it's an incredibly healthy way to eat, balance is still king. Those healthy fats like olive oil and nuts are fantastic for you, but they're also calorie dense. So yeah, portion control and just being mindful of what you're eating, that still matters. Okay, what about important stuff like iron, especially if you're eating less red meat? It's a fair question. But the reality is, the plant world is full of iron-rich heroes. We're talking about spinach, beans, lentils, and even a lot of fortified whole grain cereals. And the big one I hear all the time, this just sounds so expensive. Well, the reality is, the staples of this lifestyle, things like beans, lentils, whole grains, even frozen veggies, are some of the most affordable foods you can buy. The real secret to making it work for any budget is cooking more at home. And finally, the myth that eating this way is boring or super restrictive. Honestly, that could not be further from the truth. Remember that key word we talked about? Flexible. This is a set of guidelines, not a rigid rulebook. You can absolutely adapt it to the foods and flavors you already know and love. So let's wrap this all up. What's the bottom line here? The Mediterranean way is a flexible, sustainable, and genuinely enjoyable lifestyle that just so happens to come with a massive list of science-backed health benefits. It's a win-win. So if you remember anything, remember these 3 things. 1, think of it as a lifestyle, not a diet you go on and off of. 2, build your meals around whole plant-based foods. And 3, its flexibility is the real secret sauce to making it last. And that brings us to one last really simple question for you. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. So just think about it. What's one small swap you can make today to start living the Mediterranean way?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more insights brought to you by MyFitnessPal, the #1 nutrition tracking app.